Hey, hope you're well. So something a little different this week as I abandon the 10-minute workshop for a trip to the Somerset countryside to take a first look at the brand new Benchdogs Ultra MFT Workstation. So here we are. We're not in my normal workshop. We're in the Benchdogs Tools workshop, obviously. Ralph from Benchdogs Tools, how are you? Nice to see you again.
And yourself?
Thank you very much for having me here today. So we've got the new Ultra MFT Workstation, all set up with double extensions and the little
outriggers
and wings as well. This gives it a very flexible capacity, doesn't it? So you can actually, with the outriggers, depending on where you put them, you actually cut a full 8x4 sheet on this.
Well, comfortably put an 8x4 sheet on it, knowing that it's supported throughout the whole sheet.
Yeah. We're actually going to strip this down. You're going to show us how quick and easy it is to take it apart, and then we're just going to have a chat about the core section, if you like. Not the basic. You do a basic version, and this is probably going to be the more popular one.
Yeah, this is the
Medite.
Yeah, between this one, the Medite, and the Valchromat, this has got all your bells and whistles on it. All of the added features that we added on to make it a nicer table, to make it easy to use.
We'll look at those details in a sec. You show me how to take this apart.
So these all will be set up with thumb screws. This will make this a lot easier.
This is a working, not quite a prototype, but
but this is where we find what is going to cause us not a problem, but it's going to the niggles, and no one likes niggles in things. So we want to make this an easy, seamless system to work with.
So these will be replaced with thumb screws when we get to them.
Exactly.
And there's just 2 bolts in there.
Yeah.
Need to be released.
Like so. And then here you've got these lever handles here. You just release these.
Right. And they're cam locking handles.
Yeah, they're cam locking handles. And then to release the braces, just a simple setup like that.
Fantastic. And what are these little guys?
And these are the attachments that allow it to connect up. And this bit here allows it to pull it into, make sure it's in nice and tight.
Have a go at doing this one?
Yeah, sure.
So this is just a simple hex.
Yeah, that's probably a bigger Allen key. You'll have to just take it out and then turn it around.
Again, thumb screws will make that significantly easier.
We want it to be quick, easy, and not have to think about it so much.
Little cams in there. And they're like the sort of cam locks you get on bicycles.
Yeah, pretty much.
Same principle to take
exactly the same principle. These ones
easier to do because
these ones here we recommend just undoing these ones, and then that will take out this block here.
This one out.
If you release that
just
first,
release the tension on that first, because that pulls it up tight.
That's what pulls it in tight. Yeah.
Okay. This.
With this, what I would suggest is if you undo the braces here.
Oh right, let it.
And then just lift them up.
Yeah. It's a lovely action.
It's smooth. It's simple, isn't it? You don't have to think about it. And then you just pull it out.
Oh, there we go. And that one, did you undo the cams?
Yeah, I probably that was undone on that one.
Okay, then we can lock those up again. And that's your side extension.
And there you can see you got your handle.
Oh, of course, yeah.
For moving it about, making life a little bit easier. The good thing about using this system is using these type connection methods, it automatically aligns it together.
Yeah.
So you haven't got to think about it.
Yeah. I'll just point out I've never actually seen this before today.
No.
This is the first time I've actually done this at all. So it is very easy to get the grasp how it works.
But if you're in a workshop and you're setting this up and it's going to be a permanent fixture, it's not something that you're going to do every day.
No, of course not.
So it's there.
But if it is something that you take out with you on site,
it doesn't take long to put together.
Yeah, exactly. You'll soon get the hang of it. Definitely easier the second time. And as you say, you've got a little...
You got your handle, or you've even got...
there.
So depending on how you're carrying it.
Yep. And it does stand up on its edge.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is your sort of core MFT
the main table.
This is the main table.
Yeah.
This is the MFT with the
Medite, yeah.
and RMDF top. You do a Valchromat top
That's
as well
right.
at a slightly higher price, and you do a basics version.
basic
too,
version.
which doesn't have some of the bells and whistles on it. And
That's right.
We'll link up in the video description down below specs so people can nitpick as to what you get and what you don't. We'll go through the fundamentals in it. It's a little bit bigger than a standard MFT top because from what I see, the top is flush with the sides of the table.
That's right,
whereas your MFT top sits into it.
Yeah, the table itself is probably a little bit smaller, but the working area is bigger.
Yeah.
Because you don't have the extrusion frame sticking out on the sides.
And that means that you've got a nice flush finish on each side.
Exactly.
Which is why they stand on their edge, as they should do. As they should. This comes at an interesting time because, like buses, we've been waiting for alternative MFTs to come along, and now suddenly we've got 3 or 4. I took a look at the fairly woeful Wolfcraft economy bench, sort of around the 250 to 300 pound mark. By the time I'd done my 3 quick fixes video for that one, Metabo had announced their MWB 100. I've got one of those, but I haven't got it out of the box yet. Looks like a really interesting table at that sort of price point, around the 200 pound mark. This is much more along the lines of the dashboard MFT, where it's a premium product and priced appropriately. It is, I've got to say, super solid. I mean, it's luggable, 34 kilos, depending on the
top. Obviously, the Valchromat ones are a little bit more heavier because they're 19 mil and a bit more dense. But it's what we call a premium table. Yeah, it's
from memory. I think my original MFT 1080 was a little bit less than that, about 29 or 30 kilos. And when they made the MFT3 in the early 2000s, it came down to about 27, 28 or something like that. Yeah. So it's not a lightweight bench, and you don't want a lightweight bench for a lot of the times unless you're specifically taking it on site.
That's right, yeah.
And then you want a heavyweight bench while you're there. You just don't. You just like a lightweight bench while you're moving.
You just like that, which is why we come up with the wheel system to be able to use it as a. Wheel it into site as well as carrying your sustainers, your toolboxes.
Now this is not a prototype exactly, but it's not a production model.
This isn't the production model.
So the extrusion is going to be a little bit different, isn't it?
That's right, yeah.
This is a standard 80-40.
80-40 extrusion, that's right, yeah.
Which I think I've shown before, the F clamps, the rail clamps, just don't sit quite well within them, and you've changed some of the profile. You've got this little twin wall that appears here. You've had this made with solid extrusion. Yeah. So the clamps fit really well, and this bottom cutout looks more like the top cutout.
That's right. Yeah. So there's no hollow section there when we machine into it. It's a nice solid part. There's no sharp edges and that. And as you said, the 10 mil slot here has been reduced to 8 mil to allow for those clamps, but still obtaining the 10 mil slot here for when using accessories with the T-nuts that you can easily slide into this slot here.
Okay. Obviously, you don't have to worry about T-nuts with the Benchdogs guardrail hinge.
No.
Because it goes into the hole to the top, and it's pre-drilled for those and pre-drilled for the fence. Yeah. So you've got the holes close enough to the edge for the
it's all there. No other jig is required to machine additional holes for it.
So the little corner plates that hold everything together actually cover the extrusion, so you've got no sharp edges catching on that. This is why we've got these cutouts in each side of the extrusion, isn't it? So that you can get your clamps and your T-nuts in there.
That's right.
Nice shade of green too.
Well, it's our green.
House colours, house colours. You've got this on your website now.
That's right.
$575.
That's right.
For the MFT Ultra Workstation with the Medite.
With the Medite version.
You've got a basic version listed. That's including VAT.
Yes, that's including VAT, and with the 575 with the Medite and the Valchromat, that includes UK shipping.
Oh wow, okay.
So we've included that price in the price that's on the website.
There's nothing you can do about
Unfortunately, shipping.
I know from my own experience, there's absolutely nothing you can do about it.
What we've actually done for international shipping, even though it's still quite high, we've actually subsidised it.
Right.
So we've actually reduced down, because obviously we've given free UK shipping.
Yeah.
We've actually reduced that price of the shipping. We've got wiggle room for the American and EU market as well.
Sure. The basic is 350, including
That's right,
that.
including VAT.
What don't you get? You get a plain Jane.
You get the same system. It's just it's going to be a normal MDF version of top.
Yeah.
We don't machine in these slots here for the T-nuts and for the F-clamps.
So it's just plain extrusion on the sides.
That's right.
But still the custom extrusion.
Yeah, you can
still anodized.
Exactly.
Branded,
you can still get T-nuts in for adding accessories.
Yep.
And that we use a different type of drop-in ones.
Yep.
The cam locks on the side, on the inside here, which make it easier to fold it and put it away. They're actually a lever now with the basic one. But everything else is pretty much the same.
These braces and things are stainless in the premium model.
That's right, yeah. Even in the premium one and in the basic one, the braces will be stainless steel.
Okay.
We won't be changing or scrimping on those ones there.
Nice.
The fixings may not be as premium as what we're using here with anodized aluminium parts. They're more of a zinc thumb screw.
Right. So you've cut the costs where you can to make a less costly product.
Exactly.
But without compromising on the quality.
Exactly. The quality will be exactly the same.
Same, corner blocks. Same quality up top, just a plain MDF rather than MR MDF.
That's right.
And of course, if you did want to pay a little bit more, and it does look absolutely spanking, I've got to say, the black Valchromat.
Yeah, the black Valchromat does make it.
And neglected to say, unusually for an MFT bench, you've got completely adjustable feet on this as well.
That's right.
So each leg has its own adjustable foot. Most MFT benches simply have, on the Metabo, you can alter the height of it by 100 mil. Over 2 steps, but only has one adjustable foot on it to take away the wobble, and the original MFT had that as well. Whereas this, you can actually level it up.
You can level it to your workshop no matter how bad or good it is, really. So
I'm sure there's enough adjustment on these feet to level it to my workshop. But very, very nice indeed. Let me spend 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Ooh, we time it actually. Just dropping this down. So that leg and that leg brace just falls away.
Yeah.
Give it a quick nip up. They're available for pre-order now.
That's right, yeah. Because we have our own extrusion being made, that's what we're waiting on. It's just waiting for the extrusion to be made.
Always somebody else, isn't it?
Unfortunately, it is the case.
What's best to do?
So just
this way around?
Yeah, you can go that way.
I was thinking in terms of showing it to the viewer.
Yeah.
So these. And leave it as a.
Yeah, so this one you would do first, because it's a bit like the Festal one. There's a way for them to go in.
You can tell it's the first time I've pulled this particular one up.
But you're doing very well. You're a natural.
Thanks, Dad. And that, with a grab handle. I mean, I don't think I'd want to hang it off a shoulder strap.
No.
But I've got absolutely no problem carrying that.
It's not the lightest table, but it was made to be solid. It was made to be what you would expect from a workbench.
Without putting you on the spot, is there a bundle available for the bench and the hinge? And
there will be. By the time this video goes out, we will have a bundle set.
Okay, deal. Okay, so, fantastic. Thank you very much.
No problem.
We'll continue this with a member video where we'll have a little tour of the factory here, if that's okay. But Ralph, thank you very much for
Great to see you down here.
And sharing the bench with me. It looks great.
Yeah, thank you. Brilliant. No problem.
So there you go. That's a first look at the Benchdogs MFT Ultra Workstation. As I say in the video, I've already looked at the Wolfcraft Master Workbench. I have the Metabo MWB100 here to look at next. I've ordered the Vivo Cheap and Cheerful bench, and I've put my name down for one of the Benchdogs Ultra MFT benches. Full disclosure, I have received a discount on that bench. And so can you by using the offer code 10-Minute Workshop at checkout for a 5% discount across the board at Benchdogs.co.uk. And thanks so much to Ralph at Benchdogs for extending that offer to absolutely everybody. So between them, though, I'll have a multifunction table type of bench at under £100 with the Vivo, around £200 with the Metabo, £300 or thereabouts with the Wolfcraft, $350 for the Benchdogs Basic, and all the way up to $575 for the Medite one. I'll be checking them all out here in the workshop under working conditions, so be sure to stay tuned for those. And for anyone currently with sticker shock at the price of the Benchdogs bench, just remember I spent more than that on my own DIY workshop MFT, which I do need to revisit very soon. But I'm going to call this one done for this week. Thanks so much for taking a look. Thanks again to Ralph and everyone at Benchdogs HQ for the patience, and I'll see you all again very soon. All right, take care.